you want me to trust you, but I trusted him and he left. No, I'm turning cold, so if you wanna leave, be my guest.
Why it goes like, my worst fear was letting the world change me, because this song is basically saying that I have let the world like change me and my views on love a little bit, and then when it goes first it's all eyes on you, then do 180, then it kind of explains why like maybe the world has changed me, like talking about like love and how people switch up and everything.
Right. So how are you?
I'm good. I've never done anything like this before, so it's kind of it's new to me, but yes, it's interesting.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is interesting. So yeah, how are you today? You okay?
I'm very well, thank you very much for asking. For it's not about me, it's about you. So
It's about me.
first, let's find out where you're from. What's your name? What you do?
So my name is Jade. I'm from Southwest London, and I'm a singer from Southwest London. So my style is kind of more like R&B, I'd say. I am trying to do more kind of upbeat hip hop styles as well, but I think like the main style I'm kind of going for at the moment is like the R&B type vibes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a very interesting.
Yeah.
So what got you into the R&B style? Is it the living in South London? It's just South London music around you, or what's?
Yeah, I don't know. I think like from when I was like younger and I started like going like clubbing and stuff, like you know how you always have like the two rooms in like the clubs, like you have the more like pop, like house music and all of that kind of stuff, and then you have the more like R&B like chart music. I'd always be in that room. I'd never be in like the other room. I'd always be in kind of like like the R&B like hip hop style rooms. And I've always kind of had a love for that music. I just find it like cool. I find it edgy. I like the lyrics. I like songs with like good lyrical content, like that, songs that like tell like stories and things like that. So I think that kind of got me into that because it's just music I enjoy. I enjoy listening to it, so then I enjoy like making it as well.
That's perfect. That's really good, because I suppose it's a preference really. For here on Power Ace Radio, we like songs with good, deep, meaningful lyrical content, where you get to the end of it and you feel like you've received a message. That is and that's sort of music you like. So that's exciting. How long have you been making music for?
So like actual like making my own music, probably like I don't know, maybe like I started writing songs like 3-4 years ago. Like I've always sung, like I've been singing since I was like in like primary school. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always been singing, like when I was like in school, like in year 7, year 8, I was going for like auditions for like different places, like Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, all of these things, but it never got anywhere. But then I didn't just want to do like covers. I wanted to write my own stuff because I realized that I actually like writing music as much as I like performing. So I think it must have been like 3-4 years ago that I actually started writing, but then actually like recording and making songs only in the last like year and a half actually.
Okay. Also, so still pretty new to it, even though you've had a background. So
yeah.
Talking about the background, so what artists really actually influence you? What sort of artists were you listening to in those other rooms? Well, they're usually the smaller rooms of the two. So which artists influence you to think, I definitely want to do music?
I think like when I was younger, I definitely listened to a lot of like Beyonce, like Rihanna, because they were quite, that music was quite in when I was like younger. So I think I grew up listening to them, and like obviously they're like two like really powerful independent women. So I think I did kind of admire them. But obviously their style of music I'd say is a bit more maybe different to mine. So I think I started listening to them, but then in terms of actual music or artists that I would maybe say my style is more similar to, I like people like Janeko, Kalani's, Summer Walker. Yeah, them kind of vibes really.
Oh, nice. That's a pretty diverse range there, really.
Yeah, I know.
So a bit more old age and then the new school vibe as well.
Yeah,
That's exciting. So
I
that's
like
really, really good.
I like listening to like quite a lot of like underground artists as well that I get like inspiration to. Like I've like found like different like artists on like Instagram and stuff like that I might not have necessarily like heard their music on like the radio, but I might have like been scrolling through Instagram and I've like seen them, and then I started listening to their music, like more like upcoming people that are like still kind of getting known. But yeah, I've been listening to some of them as well.
Oh, nice. So do you listen to, let's say, garage as a genre? Do you listen to more very fast up tempo beat, or are you
Yeah,
more of a laid back?
I do like, it depends like what mood I'm in. Like I do like garage music, but I think, and yeah, I don't write that kind of music myself, but no, I do like it. One of the new actually upcoming artists that I've been listening to, I think her name is like Lost Girl. She's like garage and she's got quite a few good tunes as well. So yeah, I do listen to that. My music taste is so like diverse. Like one minute I'm listening to like proper like drill, like rap music, and then it's like just like Beyonce or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, I suppose as an artist, you need to have that diversity because there will be different aspects of each music that you can put together to
Yeah,
create
and you can
better
like,
content.
yeah, and like even if it's even if I'm trying to get ideas for like songs or like styles, like even if it's, you know, I might not always get inspiration from someone that's like doing exactly what I want to do. Like I might just get some ideas from like, you know, other artists that are completely different to me, but you can still like learn from them and like get ideas and things like that. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Knowledge shared,
yeah, that's what it's about. It's just learning, isn't it?
So yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about as they say, the elephant in the room. Your new single coming out.
Oh yeah, that
So
is, yeah.
excited to hear it. If I still, I'm waiting for the launch date. So yes, just tell us all about it.
So my single Hypocrite, that's coming out tomorrow. I've already performed it live at a few different shows I've done. So I think some people like already know like most of the lyrics anyway, because I've been singing it live. But yeah, I'm releasing the music video tomorrow and the actual like official audio. I wanted to just release it all on like the same day, so everyone just had everything. So yeah, it was meant to come out last week on the 29th, but there was some like issue with like the distribution. But it's coming out tomorrow, so that's going to be on my YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple Music, all of like the main like platforms. So yeah, I've been working on it for like a long time, so it's nice to it finally be coming out.
That is really exciting stuff.
Um,
So tomorrow is the 1st of November.
yeah, 1st November. So yeah, it's a kind of like start to the month, like new song, new single. So yeah, that's quite a good date actually, maybe to release it.
That is perfect. It sounds like it was meant to be. Definitely.
Yeah.
1st of the 11th, 2021.
I know, that could
Music
be a big date, like if things go well with it.
is it. Fingers crossed. Well, we're really behind you on this. So
Oh,
the music is great. We're sure you do really, really well. Should the general population will receive it the same way we did.
yeah, I hope so. Like that's why I wanted to like release it with like a music video as well, because I think obviously that's gonna attract more attention. Like, and I do believe in this song. Like, I think it's a good song. Like, I wouldn't waste my time doing like a whole music video and like everything if I didn't think it was like worth it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I do believe in this song.
No, absolutely. So do we. And
Oh,
we can't wait for tomorrow. Woo!
I can't give up. I've taken a day off work of my like normal job just so I can focus on like releasing and everything.
Oh, great. That's perfect.
But, yeah.
That's the thing with music. It does take a lot of, yeah, it takes a bit more than, oh yeah, I'll do it on the side. You need to give it a bit more commitment, that's
Yeah.
That's just music. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And
I
yeah,
know.
we're really rooting for you here, Jade.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait for you guys to like hear it and everything as well. There's
Absolutely.
a pre-save link in my Instagram bio, so everyone can like pre-save it before it even comes out. So yeah.
So what is your favorite line in the whole song lyrics?
Oh
That's
my
probably a
God.
very hard question.
Yeah, it's a whole question.
Well, you can have two favorite lines then. No?
Yeah. Oh God. I don't know. The chorus is like really catchy. I do like, I feel like I do like a good like wordplay in it. I don't know. Like the start, like the first two lines, it goes, "My worst fear was letting the world change me. First it's all eyes on you, then do 180." So that's kind of about like, you know, like I was scared. You know when you're like, you know when you hear people say like, oh, they're turning cold, like, you know, they've been hurt so many times, like they're turning cold, like they're turning heartless. And I felt like I never really like understood that. Like I always thought, no, like you can't be like that. You always have to like be like loving. You always have to like wear your heart on your sleeve. Like you can't like, don't let the world make you like a bad person. But then I think like certain situations happened with me where like I got like really, really hurt, and then it did actually change me, and it made me like a bit more like closed off. And that's why it goes like, my worst fear was letting the world change me, because this song is basically saying that like I have let the world like change me and my views on love a little bit. And then when it goes first it's all eyes on you, then do 180, then it kind of explains why like maybe the world has changed me, like talking about like love and how people switch up and everything. So it's a story time song.
It's absolutely beautiful lyrics, beautiful set of lyrics right there.
Yeah.
So what is I suppose you probably already explained a little bit, but what actually is the inspiration behind that single? Is it something you're going through at the time, or just a general thing that needed to be said?
I think it's kind of something like I went through, because like I said, like I got hurt like by multiple different people like in a short space of time. But I felt like every time it happened, I was like, no, like I'm still gonna like bounce back. I'm still gonna like, you know, give the next person my all. Like I'm still gonna, you know, be loving. You know how some people are like, oh, I'll never trust again. Like I'll never love again. Like I was always like, no, that won't be me. But then I think sometimes like I got hurt like one too many times, and then I was like, you know what, like no, like because every time like I get hurt, I kind of stop doing music. I kind of like let things go, because like, you know, like your emotions get in the way. And I realized, no, like I can't let anything get in the way of my music anymore. I can't let anything get in the way of my grind. So I just have to like be like closed off. So like basically it's like the chorus is kind of like explains the whole concept. It's basically like saying that like the world has kind of like changed my view like on love, and now I'm scared that like the next person I meet, I won't be able to like love them in the way I wish I could. But then it's saying the reason the song is called Hypocrite is because I'm saying if it was the other way around and someone couldn't love me or trust me because of like their past, I wouldn't be happy. So I'm a hypocrite. So that's literally what it's about.
That is really deep. That's really, really deep lyrics. Yeah, really love it. So let's come up with just slightly. You're new to music, so it'd be really actually really refreshing to hear how people think of actually the music industry as it is. What sort of experiences have you come by in your journey so far with regards to the music industry?
I feel like I've had like bad experiences. Maybe like being like a female. Like I've had like experiences where like I think people have like seen my passion, like maybe to want to like do shows or like, you know, like upcoming opportunities, and like they've seen how like passionate I am about it, and they've like used that to try like get something out of me. Like I feel like I've had like guys like try maybe like sleep with me, or like, do you know what I mean? Like there's some dodgy people in this industry. Like they take your passion and they try and like, they know that you need them, and like they know that you're like that they can offer you like something, but it's like they feel like they should get something like in return for that or something, and they know that you like need them, and like you're so passionate and like you want this so bad, so it's like they try to test the boundaries to see if like they can get something off you. It's crazy really, but it's true.
It's definitely a cold out world out there, and the music industry, I suppose, yeah, there is a lot of that, where a lot of people are just out for themselves.
Yeah, like people act like they're trying to help you, but like they're always looking at like what you can do for them as well. Like I feel like I've realized that no one really does favors, you know. It's like what can they get out of it as well. So maybe that's part of the reason why I feel like I've been turning a bit more cold as well. It's a combination, actually.
That really does make sense. Because it's interesting that is the experience kind of that you got from that. But would you say, is that based on the surrounding that you're in? Is that maybe it's a London thing, or is that just generally, regardless of, have you reached out to more people sort of globally, or?
I have tried like work with like different people, and like I don't know, maybe it's like the more like R&B, like hip hop type scene that you maybe meet these type of people, maybe because of like the way that kind of music is more about like sex, and like they, you know, a lot of like lyrics are like they do like talking about women in certain ways, so maybe like kind of people that work in that kind of industry are more inclined to be like that. Yeah, that's what I think really. I don't know, like obviously though, like there could still be that stuff going on in other kind of genres of music, but obviously I've only worked with people that kind of specialize in this area that I do. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, that does make sense. That is more, it could be maybe genre. Not, oh yeah, hip hop is bad, but yeah, because it's hip hop, and that there's just,
that's the appeal, like them like kind of lyrics, like this, it's about that, and like, you know, it makes people like singing that music, like it makes them feel like a certain type of way, and you know, it makes them sometimes feel cool or whatever. So I don't know, but I do like that music still, and like I wouldn't let any of that like take away my love for it.
That's great to hear, because at the end of the day, as much, you know, you put in your passion, you can't let then the world just change that. You just need to take that energy and use it sort of to reinforce yourself, really, to think, oh, okay, well, fine.
Yeah, and just
can do better.
Yeah, exactly, and just like you learn from experiences, like you just become a bit more like wiser and everything. You know, it's a learning curve. Like, you know, no one teaches you how to like become like an artist really. Like you kind of just find your own way, and I think that's what I'm doing. So I'm glad I've had some like negative experiences, because then I use that as like knowledge for what I'm like, you know, to kind of pave my way for the future.
No, absolutely. No, that makes so much sense. That makes absolute sense. Great answer. So, what would you say makes you different to other artists at the moment that are out there? The music industry, yeah, as much as there is a lot of creativity in there, there's so much noise as well. What makes you different, unique?
I think like what makes me unique, maybe like I don't really write music for like other people. Like I don't write music to try and, maybe I should be more like this, but I don't really write music to try like get in the charts. I don't write music to try and like impress other people. I write music for me, and my songs, like I write stuff that means stuff to me, and like songs that I get something from. So I'm kind of like, I don't really focus on what other people will want to hear. I focus on what I like and just hope that other people will like it too. I feel like maybe like what sets me aside from some other people is, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people now are trying to be in the music industry because like it's like become like a trend, like it's become like cool, like it's become like, I don't know, like the way social media works nowadays, where you see all these like rappers and whatever, like they're all like millionaires, they've all got like, you know, they're flexing on the gram of all their like chains and cars, and the lifestyle can seem really appealing, and I feel like a lot of people have maybe wanted to like jump on that wave, and do you know what I mean? But I feel like with me, it's, I don't care about any of that. Like I've got videos of me singing on YouTube from like 2012. Like I loved this before it was cool, before it was a trend, and I think that's what could make me maybe successful, because like passion's gonna carry you through. Like, you know, if your intentions aren't if your intentions aren't pure, I feel like you're only gonna get so far. You know what I mean?
But then that's the thing. I think some people are in it for this short game as well. Just, you know, they go in there, they can release the one track and, you know, make a hit, and that's it. You know, whereas if it's construct part of who you are, you know, you've been doing it since you were little. You didn't even know that you could make money. You just were doing it because you love to do it, and then you built up to a stage where you think, yeah, I definitely want to share this out with people. I hope they listen to it. You know, it's a completely different approach, and you know that is exciting, because that means you give your 100%, you give the real side of it.
Yeah.
Which that's admirable.
Oh, yeah, no, I feel like I've always like been like true to myself. Like every single song I have, like I've written myself. It's about like a real experience I've had. Like when I think of every song like I've written, it's literally like I know what it's about. Like I'm like, oh, that was about what this happened, or this was, I was thinking this at the time. Like I don't write stuff that isn't true. Like I don't try and pretend I'm something I'm not. Like I write stuff that's actually like happened, and like, you know, it's true.
That's really good. And I think it's, for me, really, it's more actually how music is changing, especially when we talk about the hip hop scene. You know, it's always been about writing what's real, and so people go, oh, yeah, I've got my gas and I've got this, and you know, the guns, the drugs, the prison, the crime. You know, that was what was trending back then, and it's refreshing to now have artists like you still in the same genre, but I can play your track on the radio, you know, because there's no swear words, no, you know, no bad intentions in there. It's, so even though you're still getting the message, like you would with the old school stuff, but now we can actually hear the real stuff without all this violence and
it's sad. Like I feel like so much like rap kind of music these days, it's all just about like selling drugs, like trapping, violence, like girls, like, and I feel bad that I feel like I'd hate to be like a teenage guy that wanted to like do music, because I feel like if they didn't come from that lifestyle, if they didn't like trap, if they didn't like be like, I don't know, gang affiliated or whatever, I feel like they feel like they didn't maybe know what to rap about, or like their rap music wouldn't be as like appealing or something, because that's what it all is these days. So I don't know, or they'd feel some kind of pressure to like rap about that stuff, even if it's like something they haven't done. I don't know.
That's it, you know, because it's coming down to, oh yeah, you want to be real, but is there being real at any length? So you want to write this music and you've written these lyrics, but you've never experienced it, but you need to say you've done it. Do you then go out and do it, or, you know? But the refreshing bit is that you don't actually have to write about those things. You can still be in the hip hop R&B scene without going through that motion. So
Yeah,
um
exactly,
uh,
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I think I don't know that maybe guys like experience that pressure more than like girls because like that's obviously like rapping about like trapping and stuff is something that more guys do than females. But yeah, it's a shame that maybe that pressure does like exist.
mm, no, absolutely. But I think with the music industry and the way, in terms of the collaboration, all the different genres, everybody's, the infusion in music. Like we had one of our artists who did the electro. It's like a fusion of electro and hip hop,
Mm.
which in that sort of genre, you don't really expect to hear all the vulgar stuff because obviously the electro side of things is
Mm.
just instrumental and musical.
Yeah.
On the hip hop bit, yeah, you want the lyrics. So the
Mm.
lyrics don't have to be hardcore. But yeah, it's I think slowly but surely, as
Mm.
long as we can keep getting great music from the like of you, Jade, people will hopefully know that yeah, you can't do more than that.
Yeah.
There are better music to be made.
Yeah, like for me, it's just like it's a way to like just express yourself. I think that's the like I personally like couldn't maybe like write about things or sing things that like didn't relate to me or like hadn't been was something I hadn't been through because like my music is like me like expressing myself. Like I also see it as like a way of like healing. Like if I have like a really bad experience or someone like hurts me or something happens, like writing a song about it is literally like the best feeling because it's like turning pain into like power. Do you know what I mean? And it's just good because you know how sometimes like if you're upset about something, like they say, oh, like a problem shared is like a problem halved. But if you write a song about it, you're literally sharing it with like everyone, and then you just feel like better.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I like that quote. That actually it sums it up really. It sums music up really. I think from an artist's point of view, absolutely. That's
Yeah,
that's
I've heard
really great answer.
yeah, I've had a few artists like say that they find it kind of like they're kind of like therapy, just like writing. Like yeah, like I like writing as much as I like singing. So
That's
yeah.
perfect. That's really good. So it's great talent to actually be able to write and sing. I mean, it's a great combination, really, because you know how you want your music to kind of sound and how you want it to go. Okay, let's just digress a bit from music. Let's get to know you a little bit. As we're wrapping up, really.
That's fine.
What are your hobbies? So when you're not doing music, what do you do?
Well, I try and go to the gym, like, because if you're gonna be an artist, like, you gotta look good as well, so you gotta try to keep in shape. So I try and go to the gym. And me and my friend are actually doing pole dancing classes at the moment.
Okay.
Just like for like fitness, like learning a new skill, just doing something fun. So that's one of my hobbies at the moment. I want to learn how to like mix and master like music as well because right now like I don't know how to do that. Like I know how to like record and edit and stuff, but I don't know how to mix and master. So that's something I want to kind of incorporate into like my day to day as well, like learning bits of that. And hobbies, like yeah, just I don't know. I just like to keep busy. Like I don't really watch much like TV or anything. Like I like to be busy doing something.
Super. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's good, really good. So and also so what would you like to say to your fans?
I would just like to say thank you to everyone that's been coming to my shows for like over the last few months. It's like the support, it means so much to me. It gives me confidence. It makes me feel like, appreciated. So thank you everyone that's come in my shows. Anyone that's even like listening to any of my songs, streaming anything, anyone that's like adding it to their playlist, anyone that's even sharing my post, liking my post, anyone that's like showing any form of support, like just thank you. And then I feel like I need to work harder, because I feel like if people are actually like taking the time out to like go to my shows and like help me out, like I need to show that I'm dedicated to this process. I can't be slacking, so it makes me just want to work harder, to be honest.
Oh, that's really amazing. It makes us want to click the like button even more.
Yeah. Click it.
So yeah, no, that is really amazing. To wrap, we just like to say thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Meet the Artist.
It's gone quick.
Really, sorry.
It's gone quick. I can't believe we've been talking for half an hour. That's gone well quick.
As they say, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Literally.
So it's been really, really great conversation, and it's been really nice actually. It's always good. It's kind of, you're there in your own natural way, kind of no edits, just you and the camera, just
in my messy room.
Messy room. I think it's good for the viewers to see that actually we're all human. We're all just people, or obviously with super talents like yourself. So that is what we try to get out of this. Really, just when you hear an artist, they always just seem like so superficial, like almost don't seem real.
I think that's another thing. Like, I'm glad actually you mentioned that, because I've literally rocked up today. I've got no makeup on. I've got a huge spot. I've literally got like a messy room, but like I don't care about that, because like we're just talking about like the music. I'm not trying to look amazing or like look all cool. Do you know what I mean?
This is it. Just you and your natural self. So they know actually this person is actually a real. It's not a robot. So it's a real person, which means all that great work you're doing takes a lot of time, a lot of commitment, and you definitely deserve like, share, and commenting. And we will do that. So yeah, we can't wait for this album, the single to drop, and yeah, hopefully we get to catch up with you again once the single has been released. So
yeah,
talk about how people are receiving it. And
yeah, definitely. I love
and
that.
the new Bugatti you've just bought, maybe we can talk about that too.
Yeah, definitely. Like anytime, just let me know. I'm there.
That'll be perfect. That's great. But thank you so much, Jade, and hopefully we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.